One of the greatest shooters ever made is legally impossible to buy. 25 years ago, a game series arrived with razor-sharp writing.
I can be subtle.
Then explain that shirt.
Unforgettable villains, and a spy who could rival even the most over-the-top James Bond parody. Critics gave it Game of the Year, dubbed it one of the best first-person shooters since Half-Life. Players sang its praises, and then it just disappeared. Today, the entire series remains hidden from Steam, GOG, and every other online store, with one of PC gaming's greatest hidden gems currently trapped in a legal black hole, with the reason that nobody can resolve it amazingly being even more ridiculous than any of the game's gadgets. Nobody seems entirely sure who owns it, yet amazingly, its baffling existence today is only the second weirdest thing about this game.
Are you insulting my monkey?
So today we're dusting off one of gaming's greatest secret agents, to find out what made this apparently the best first-person shooter since Half-Life, all while giving Austin Powers a run for his money, in a story that just keeps getting more and more ridiculous. Answering why so many are pining for its return, while exploring one of the most baffling rights ownership's balls-ups in gaming history. This is the iconic No One Lives Forever. Speaking of disappearing, you would not believe how frequently I get some ballbag attempting to hijack my YouTube channel, using ever more disturbingly convincing means, making me all the more glad for this video's sponsor, Surfshark VPN. With Surfshark in my corner, with its alerts monitoring my data for leaks, along with its email scam checker, protecting me against phishing attacks, I can have peace of mind in what counts, and go about my day getting the wool pulled over my eyes elsewhere, along with effortlessly securing your online life. Surfshark can even give you access to a whole host of new and previously inaccessible content from your favorite streaming services with the touch of a button, changing your location and unlocking full access to your next favorite movie or series. Rid yourself of the fears from unsecured public Wi-Fi hotspots and even DDoS attacks when gaming with Surfshark's one tool to protect all aspects of your online life, with one account securing unlimited devices so your entire household is covered. Go to surfshark.com/MitchMannix or use promo code MitchMannix at checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. And a huge thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring the video. No One Lives Forever opens in 1967, seeing various agents of the secret international organization Unity being assassinated by the most ridiculously stereotypical-looking villain ever conceptualized. Bald with a mustache and an eye patch, which is bloody impressive. Strangling an agent busy sneaking into an office, in a scene that apparently even terrifies the room's decorations. And blowing up another, despite their attempts to escape, bashing into a poor cat busy cosplaying as a bin. It's here we meet our protagonist, Kate Archer, busy boogieing down in a tribute to Bond movies of the past, with the game's glorious title track composed by Rich Ragsdale blaring away. A sight to behold indeed, until seemingly Kate suddenly remembers that she left the oven on at home. Following this, we join Kate meeting with a colleague of hers, Bruno, a man with the appearance of a very tired scrotum, as they discuss the goings-on, as well as Kate's struggles as a female international spy.
You make it sound like I'm some spoiled child. I'm not asking to be coddled, I just want a chance to prove myself.
You're right. I know it's been hard for you, but I'm confident you'll get your chance. All the petty politics in the world won't hold you back.
They've done an outstanding job so far, haven't they?
Receiving a page to return to the office, we rejoin Kate now in the lobby of the Unity headquarters.
Good afternoon, Miss Archer. They're expecting you in the briefing room.
With her then wandering to the halls towards her meeting. Finally making her way to her meeting with the top brass. Beginning the discussion, we are introduced to Unity leaders Jones and Smith. Jones, the chief with the roundest of heads,
has got a head like a f***ing orange.
And his coordinator, Smith, who clearly has both a disdain for Kate's mentor Bruno, along with the lady herself.
To be perfectly frank, Agent Archer, you're only getting this assignment because we've no other choice. Matters of such delicacy aren't really the sort of thing we would usually entrust to a woman. Emotional inconstancy and assassination do not make especially good bedfellows, if you take my meaning.
Implicitly. But you shouldn't be ashamed. Administration is a perfectly noble career.
I don't think I like your tone.
The group discusses the dire news of the agents being cut down, with Kate identifying the suspect as one Dmitry Volkov, a true bastard, with a rap sheet as long as his mustache, now working for a group creatively named Harm, along with, as the group suspect, a traitor within Unity, assisting them in their operations, with Harm being a group that intelligence suggests is due to strike again, this time going after an American ambassador, something that cannot be allowed to happen, as Kate and Bruno are assigned to stop it and get him out of harm's way. Now with a chance to prove herself with a serious mission, Kate then sets to work getting ready for the assignment, running through a series of training exercises to make sure that she is ready for the mission ahead, such as learning how to speak to people by activating them.
Be sure to conceal any obvious weapon or they'll be too distressed to talk. Try activating Leon.
Is that not it? I'm not activating him anymore. This game's a PG.
And sharpening a skill that is very much the front and center of this game, that of course being stealth, using a coin to distract guards that can't quite work out what accent they're using.
Hello? Perhaps it is time to get sober after all.
Along with of course having a solid backup plan ready, in the form of blasting her way out of trouble with a revolver that looks like it was mangled together with the remains of the T-1000. Now ready for her important assignment, we rejoin Kate in Morocco, stationed ready to keep watch over the US ambassador. Positioned ready to shoot down any potential attackers, Kate and Bruno once again discuss the traitor they suspect in their midst, while Kate joins in on the accent shenanigans, managing to skate across the whole of the UK in one sentence alone.
But spies are rarely well compensated for their treason. I wouldn't be surprised if this new mole is equally underpaid.
Well, I hope when they catch the bastard they put a bullet right between his eyes, and maybe a boot up his arse for good measure.
With actually, as we will find out down the line, there being a reason for Kate's linguistic nonsense at least.
Pardon me, do you have the time?
No, sir, I do not have a dime, and I don't have much use for beggars.
Not a dime, the time.
Don't get snippy with me or I'll have you arrested.
Are you deaf?
How dare you threaten me?
Oh, never mind.
Coward!
With the US ambassador now in plain view, Kate cuts down the approaching forces and heads out to reposition herself.
It's okay, sir. Don't be alarmed. There's absolutely no need to collapse into your own face.
Heading outside, we get a first look at one of this game's core comedic elements, getting to overhear the often baffling conversations going on between the game's NPCs.
You mean the girl who refuses to wear shoes?
Yes, her.
I wonder if all American girls despise shoes. It seems very strange, but America is a strange country.
She may be crazy, but she is attractive.
Ah, but you're invariably attracted to crazy women.
Yes, I am from Morocco, with my Moroccan baguette and my beret. Sacre bleu.
Setting up and watching over the US ambassador, Kate successfully cuts down the attacks on what must be the most oblivious bloke in the history of mankind, who eventually gets into a car and drives away, leaving Kate to make her way to a nearby hotel to meet up with Bruno, as we cut to Dmitry Volkov, who clearly has other plans.
We don't want to spoil our trap, do we?
Yes, sir. I mean, no, sir. I mean, yes to the first part and no to the second part, sir.
Shut up.
Rejoining Kate, she is busy taking in some of the local ambience.
You look like you need a monkey. Excuse me. I have a very fine monkey for you. Only $20 American. Sorry, I don't want a monkey. What do you mean? I don't want a monkey. Why not? Because I don't like monkeys. Now get that filthy beast away from me. Are you insulting my monkey?
Unfortunately, forces quickly swarm in, leading to her having to get her sneak on.
Who is that?
I should probably stop ingesting hallucinogens.
to make her way to the hotel.
Don't be apprehensive about this apprehension.
What?
While of course desperately attempting to keep a low profile, not to spook the locals and tourists still mingling around.
I wanted to go to France, but Clark insisted on coming to Morocco.
Well, clearly he's not the only one that made that mistake.
With this being a tactic that ends up being quite a boon, leading to Kate being able to convince a woman nearby to distract some guards as she slips by.
Wow, those legs go all the way up.
Buzz off, boys. I don't waste my time with libertines.
Really? Why not?
Look at you. You're crass and immature.
That's not true. I'm just honest. Any man who could look upon you without being moved to lust is only half a man. Or maybe only a third. It's hard to say.
Successfully making her way to the hotel and catching up with Guess Who Gollum, she speaks to Bruno around their plans to escape. A plan that changes swiftly when none other than Volkov appears and guns down Bruno.
Bruno!
After him.
This is all my fault. If you hadn't been worrying about me, he never would have got the drop on you.
Silly girl. Worrying about you is all I have left.
Bruno!
The girl's in the lobby. Kill her.
But why didn't you kill her, Mr. Volkov?
I meant to, but my hunger for revenge distracted me. Let that be a lesson not to be ruled by your emotions.
Excellent advice, sir. Well, I'll go shoot her now.
Taking a moment to pull herself together, Kate then rushes to get moving, remembering of course to search the area for any other intelligence around that could help her out in the investigation.
You may sometimes come across intelligence items that you cannot recover because you lack the necessary gadget. If you want to collect these items, you'll need to come back later with different equipment. Alright. Well, obviously, clearly I lack the necessary equipment. Oh, Kate, you left your eyeballs at home.
Blasting her way through the houses, and clearly upsetting at least a few of the civilians.
Nope. You alright there, mate? Don't worry, it's... oh, yep, okay, yes. Right, just have a little nap there. Okay. Well, I have to respect that. Very much of the mantra, if in doubt, pass out.
Volkov slips through her fingers, and the US ambassador has an unfortunate accident.
I'm an American citizen. We have morals in America.
I thought this was supposed to be a civilized country.
But all is not lost, as Kate does manage to capture one of Harm's men, and shall we say, encourages him to reveal some information. Although alas, nothing on Volkov's potential location.
Tell me where I can find Volkov and you might walk out of here with clean underpants.
Too late for that.
That's disgusting.
Now simply looking to escape this mission alive, Kate shoots her way through the legions of forces and their apparently highly explosive fezzes.
Hello?
Kate carves a path to the shore via a large compound, a place used for housing all manner of weaponry and other merchandise. Back in the real timeline that isn't just me being silly, Kate is nearing her chance to escape, and while slipping away, we see that it is clearly not the last we will see of Volkov.
We will meet again, Miss Archer.
Back at the Unity HQ, the Coordinator Smith is not happy.
I think we can classify Morocco as a complete disaster. I knew we were asking for trouble sending a woman and a fossil like Lowry on an assignment like this.
Reveling in the absolute catastrophe that was the last mission, Smith remarkably suspects Kate's mentor and hairless cat lookalike, Bruno, of being the traitor, despite his demise at the hands of Volkov, a notion that Chief Jones is not entirely convinced of, instead turning attention to the next step in their plans to uncover the truth, to extract a Russian scientist by the name of Schenker, who has decided to defect from his position working on Harm's top-secret biochemical project, offering a chance to get some much-needed intel. Returning to the Unity facility, we get a look at some new gadgets we will be trying out during the next mission. Some stylish glasses that double up as a camera, and a cigarette lighter that has the amazing ability of lighting things on fire, and with surprisingly no mention of its levitation capabilities. We're then introduced to a grenade with a lipstick glued on top of it. Because, ladies. Rounding things off with an introduction to by far this game's top antagonist, that being the incredibly loud security cameras, quite rightly only causing more alarm by disabling them. These little tits are all over the place by today's standards, let alone the 1960s, and will be causing all manner of pain and misery down the line, to say the least. Now fully tooled up for the occasion, Kate then sets off on her mission on tracking down Dr. Schenker, beginning first by meeting a number of contacts who clue her in on the particulars of her mission.
Can you cook and clean too?
No, but I can put you in the hospital if you want. Maybe you can find someone to take care of you there.
Including even using a buzzer as a way of attempting to reach one of her contacts.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I can't come to the door right now. I'm far too busy overflowing with joy from enjoying the glorious Mitch Maddox Patreon. Oh my god, he just said with ad-free, uncensored versions of the channel videos and exclusive, fully exclusive videos. Oh god, I've just ejaculated into my own face.
That's disgusting.
It's going to be a while before I can tear myself away. I'm enjoying this so much I'm overcome with the urge to say, find out more in the description. I don't know why.
With the information she needs, the mission begins proper, with her first task to sneak into the nearby compound undetected, giving way to the true nature of No One Lives Forever. Unlike most other spy shooters, including one of this game's inspirations, GoldenEye, No One Lives Forever has a true focus on stealth, needing to carefully plan a route and manage the gaze of both the cameras and the guards to finally progress unnoticed, with this ending up feeling more like Thief than a spy shooter. This being a task that most definitely is easier said than done, even with silenced weapons easily giving the game away.
Maybe I just think I'm hearing things.
Hold on, how did they know I was a woman? Did I shoot you in the face like a lady, did I?
Managing to sneak through the facility, and somehow getting hands on the frequently hard-to-see bonus intel lying around.
Oh my god, who was that intelligence from? An ant colony?
We finally meet up with the next contact, who we greet with the ever more baffling code words.
I seem to have lost my phone number. Can I have yours?
I'm in the book. Just look under Police Department.
Here we are given an ID to access deeper into the facility, to hopefully gain access to the doctor. With doctor, I have to admit, being a word that becomes stranger the more you say it. Doctor, 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 doctor. Doctor, 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 doctor. Doctor. Working through the halls, accidentally setting off an alarm and rather dramatically finding the doctor.
Oh shit, that was him. Sorry.
We do make contact with the doc.
We'll have time for introductions later. Our first priority is to get out of here.
After quickly taking care of the most prepared task force in military history, the pair make their escape and get time for proper introductions during the flight back to London, where Kate gets a chance to grill the doctor on his involvement with these top-secret scientific experiments.
I was the head of the biological explosives research team.
Biological explosives? Sounds rather outlandish, frankly.
The doctor reveals the program created a chemical compound that, when administered to a host, would create a walking human time bomb. A terrifying thought indeed, and one that is only compounded by seeing an enemy plane approaching, containing a bloke so crammed with Scottish stereotypes it actually looks somewhat painful.
Get up, laddies! We're going aboard!
Moments later, the inevitable attack begins. How they were able to shuttle people from what looks like commercial aircraft mid-flight, I have no idea. But with Kate having no choice but to gun down the attackers now littering the plane's aisles until reaching the cockpit.
So much for a lovely, relaxing flight.
Sleep tight, lassie.
Waking up and now aboard a plane in a nosedive. With only moments before impact, Kate remains calm while thinking of her next move.
Oh, that's unexpected.
now free-falling without a parachute, and only moments to think of something to save herself, Kate battles with the remaining forces in the sky, basking in how insanely cool and epic all of this looks, while at the same time forgetting something rather important. Somehow surviving this, and totally not due to me redoing this so many times that even the local wildlife started flipping out. And with the Doctor now back in the clutches of harm, Kate returns to HQ for quite the grilling.
I'm impressed, Agent Archer. I expected that promoting you to field operations would be disastrous, but I never imagined a catastrophe of these proportions. You've now managed to botch 2 high-profile, high-stakes missions. Care to explain?
If you can master your animosity enough to address me in a civil tone, I'll attempt to explain in terms you might understand exactly how I believe we've arrived at this impasse, sir.
Your inadequacy is matched only by your impertinence. If you find my manners offensive, I suggest you find a line of work more suited to your delicate nature. Gardening, for example, or perhaps motherhood.
This is getting us nowhere.
Neither is she. I plan to submit a formal request to review her record for dismissal.
You'll do nothing of the sort.
All is not lost, however, as HQ have identified a ship in Germany that holds cargo they suspect is linked with the experiments the Doctor was involved in, tasking Kate with teaming up with an American agent they have stationed in Germany to infiltrate together and find out what they can, with maybe this being the opportunity for Kate to finally prove herself.
At any rate, you're to rendezvous with him in Germany and see what the two of you can dig up. You'll take your orders directly from him during this mission.
Thank God.
Very good, sir. Thank you.
Reaching Germany and beginning the mission, the first task will be to get into the club to meet with the US contact Tom Goodman, a club that seems to be quite popular indeed.
Hey, baby, wanna dance?
Well, I never. Right, that's all you're getting.
A hurdle we get over by speaking to a woman and convincing her to seduce one of the doormen to give Kate a chance at sneaking in a task that I feel that she may be barking up the wrong tree.
Hello, big boy.
Kate then manages to sneak her way in and begins blending in with the other clubbers while taking a look around.
I love your outfit.
I do too. Can I talk you out of it?
While also getting to enjoy some of the festivities, featuring a female performer that I truly can't figure out is trying to sing or is currently on fire. Spending a total of 0.3 seconds figuring out which one of the clubbers is actually a US agent.
Crisp.
We make contact yet again with some baffling code words.
Say, can I borrow a dime? I want to call my mom and tell her I just met the girl of my dreams.
I gave my last dime to a worthwhile charity.
Before getting down to business and going over the mission.
You're being watched. If you can lure him someplace quiet, I'll jump him and find out what he's after.
That's very noble of you, but I think I can handle that little fellow.
With the mission itself immediately going sour, after beating down a harm agent tailing Kate, all hell breaks loose with enemy forces bursting in.
I had to admire the dedication there.
Leading to yet another shootout, one that the pair comes out of on top.
Did you find out anything?
I was ambushed before I could question the bastard.
You okay?
I suppose, although I think someone might have tried to drug me. Something stung the back of my neck as I was heading for the ladies' room. Might have been a dart.
How do you feel now?
Not bad.
Meet me at this address in 1 hour.
Why not go together?
I want to poke around and see who these people are. They may be linked to harm.
Are you sure it's safe?
Hell no, it's reckless and dumb, but that's not going to stop me.
Well, good luck then. What should I do if you don't make it?
Don't worry, doll. I'll make it.
If you say so.
Head backstage. A friend of mine's waiting in the alley. He'll get you out of here. Just tell him you're with me.
You think he'll believe me?
He will if you tell him my code name.
I don't know your code name.
Bold Eagle.
Good God.
What's so funny?
Nothing. See you later, Bold Eagle.
Not if I see you first.
Blasting away to the next meeting place to rendezvous with Agent Goodman, Kate jumps on a barge to make her escape, as we see a familiar face looking on in the distance.
We will meet again, darling. And I will crush you!
Reporting back in with HQ.
Like a f***ing orange.
And going over the events, as well as the new individuals in play, Kate gives the lowdown on her knowledge around the rotund lady she just escaped the clutches of.
As a young woman, she had several run-ins with the West German authorities.
I'm not going to lie, I'm surprised that she was able to run anywhere. Agreeing to find out more about this woman, Igna Wagner, along with the other insidious characters creeping out of the woodwork, Kate then heads back to HQ to get her hands on some more gadgets for the upcoming mission. Getting to mess about once again with a lipstick duct tape to a grenade, along with an advanced lighter that Kate can now supercharge to use as a blowtorch to destroy padlocks and gain access to new areas. All capped off with a rather mysterious look at a group of women just lounging around, making me think who exactly these women are and what this could all mean. Setting back off into the field to rendezvous once again with Agent Goodman on the ship that they identified earlier. Kate then first breaks into the docks using her new toy, while of course dealing with the highly skilled security forces lurking within.
Is anyone there?
I'm a good shot, are you?
With these guards in particular also putting on some frankly Oscar-winning performances.
Look out, everyone!
Working her way through the docks, and rather suddenly coming across Agent Goodman.
Oh shit. Sorry, dude. Not so crisp.
The two spy Tweedledee and Tweedledumpling, and then continue their plan to subtly gain access to the ship and its cargo.
Damn, looks like they're leaving some guards behind. Well, I guess it's better than dealing with all of them. Wish me luck.
Wish you luck?
What, you thought I was gonna let you handle this? It's way too dangerous.
Is that so?
Absolutely.
Why? Because I'm a woman? What did I tell you about patronizing me?
Just drop the Joan of Arc routine, okay? I've got a lot more field experience than you do.
I've read your file. Subtlety isn't really your specialty, is it?
I can be subtle.
Then explain that shirt.
What's wrong with it?
Look, I've spent most of my life getting into places I'm not supposed to be. Anyway, if I do get into trouble, I'll be needing a knight in shining armor to come to my rescue, won't I?
Well, when you put it that way.
Good, then I'm off.
With that, Kate sets to work, making her way closer and gaining access to the boat, while dealing with the guards and their constantly confusing accents.
Oh dear. Hello?
While of course attempting to remain undetected as much as possible, so not to alert the whole area somehow more than the insanely large explosion just moments ago.
Hans!
Well, that's quite a suitable name given all this boating business.
All hands on deck! Hello! Using the dock's machinery to reach the vessel, Kate begins searching for the incriminating cargo, a task she does not have long to carry out, as once again we find Igna and Magnus, this time arguing between themselves.
You killer!
Coward.
Fatty!
Drunk!
Fatty!
An argument that I'm sure will be cut short, as a huge explosion rings out, and the ship begins to sink, leaving Kate to frantically rush not only to find a swift exit, but also with her amazingly managing to stick down a beacon to allow the ship to be relocated once again after it goes down. A fate that with all the damage now seems inevitable.
And there goes the monetization. No, YouTube monetization bot, it's not what it sounds like. I am in fact sawing a piece of wood in half using a woman.
While Kate makes her escape, we get to see the terrifying bioweapon Harm has concocted on full display, unleashed on a bunch of toffs, bellowing out a bunch of barely understandable bollocks.
You'll feast upon those words soon enough, old chaps.
Frankly, I'd rather smoke them and wash them down with some more of this fine cognac.
When suddenly one of them experiences a spot of flatulence. That can't help remind me of my experience visiting a curry house I used to live near when living in London. Retreating back to a nearby hotel, Kate checks into both the hotel and in with Goodman to give him a chance to explain himself.
Well, hello there. I let myself in. I hope you don't mind.
I could have shot you.
Clearly still not out of hot water, and with a plan to get a little wet themselves returning to the boat, Kate once again is tasked with blasting her way out of the situation, with her then taking to the rooftops to allow her to sneak around the larger groups of approaching forces.
Oh dear.
Despite a few setbacks, the stealth works once again, slipping through the fingers of Igna, leaving the pair clear to take on the next task of heading back into the water to revisit the now sunken ship and resume their search for intel.
We should be directly over the wreckage. You'd better get going.
What happened to the chivalry? You're not going to tell me it's too dangerous for a wee little lass to go down there by herself.
Hold on a minute, wee lass? Kate is apparently Scottish, which would explain why the most Scottish man on the planet left her alive. Interesting. Easy to miss, though, from Kate at least, given that she sounds about as Scottish as a pyramid. Diving down and once again getting a chance to explore the ship. Yet again, Igna and Magnus have other plans.
You are a drunk and a coward. I pity you.
And well, you should. You call that belling of yours art. Fart is more like it.
Imbecile.
Fatty, 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 fat, fatty, fatty.
As the troublesome twosome look to foil Kate's plans by unleashing some divers of their own. Divers that I have to admit genuinely nearly gave me a heart attack.
Oh my god! Oh my god, my heart!
Finally grabbing the intel on the ship's cargo, Kate and Goodman head back to HQ to find out there has been quite the development indeed.
Indeed, they've just issued their demands.
As we have demonstrated, our organization, HARM, possesses the recipe for a biological weapon of such insidious potential and singular destructive power that no one on the planet is safe, unless our demands are met.
This is outlandish.
Well, Chucky has certainly stepped up his game. This baffling message is from none other than HARM, the terrorists behind all of this, making their demands of 50 million and the ownership of Australia, or they will unleash the biochemical weapon once again, this time in a much higher populated area. The time now of the essence to track down the list of individuals infected with this bioweapon. All there is as a lead is the fact that the cargo found on the ship was headed to a chemical plant, a plant owned by one Baron Archibald Dumas, and a man they will need to get access to ASAP. First heading to the office this Dumas is known to frequent, not able to get a meeting and instead having to improvise, setting fire to a few bins to create a distraction, and using this to reach the back of the offices.
Kate? Ew.
Finding a layout of a facility that only confirms the Baron and his company's involvement, before reporting back to Goodman.
Any luck?
Plenty. Do you trust me now?
Nope.
With Dumas now in the crosshair, the next step is the man's incredibly lavish country home.
Tails.
Heads.
Damn it!
Ah, don't pout. Your eyes get all small and piggy when you're sulky.
How are you planning on getting in there anyway?
I'll charm my way in.
Well, I hope you brought some secret charm powder or something, otherwise you're in big trouble.
I've got better weapons in mind.
Like what?
You've been staring at them all afternoon.
Huh?
How do you like to be swept off your feet?
That upon entering, we are greeted by his equally lavish-looking wife, who can't help but remind me of that one bit in Ace Ventura. Eventually getting to speak to the man himself, using No One Lives Forever's conversational choice system to glaze the bungling idiot into revealing the existence of a safe held within one of Dumas Industries' compounds, one that when reporting back, Kate is tasked with infiltrating and cracking open, with higher-ups going with her over Goodman this time, due to Kate's history with breaking and entering, with the particulars of this mission of course giving way to some new gadgets, such as a safecracker that after trying out, we get another scene of the curious women once again, lounging around clearly bored, and wondering what this could all mean.
I never have any fun. Neither do I.
Arriving at the site, Kate and Goodman discuss the plan of him creating a distraction to cover her entering the facility.
You signal when you're in position. I'll stir things up down here. The diversion should make it easier for you to get inside.
Beginning her task of carefully taking out guards to sneak in.
Ah, for God's sake!
Kate slowly works her way further and further into the site, quiet as a mouse, until the silence is well and truly broken.
What?
Using the boombox accompanying this bonkers woman's musical performance to lure her in and electrocute her to death. Kate quickly scuttles away from this rather unexpected victory, resuming her careful sneaking, despite such a loud and over-dramatic interruption.
We're counting on you to discover whether or not he's connected to harm.
Somehow managing to stay out of sight, and disturbingly having to bat down some vents using nothing but her bare hands.
All these gadgets, and you couldn't just bring a crowbar.
Kate soon reaches the inner areas of the facility, an area that happens to be quite the swanky office space, and one that is not only heavily guarded.
What? What? Through the wall! Oh my God! Jeez. No, I didn't mean to... What even just happened?
Littered with guards who still can't make up their mind about where they're from.
Oh, I believe I've wet myself. Dead one over here.
But also houses insanely baffling modes of destruction.
Okay, what? Why? I genuinely have no words.
As well as easily the most infuriating moment in this adventure so far. That being the utter horror that is the laser security room. With the first stage of this section being standard ducking and dodging fare. Not a walk in the park, but easy enough. Once completing this, giving way to the hallway from the dark abyss. Or simply the outcome of mixing a healthy dose of the devil's dandruff with security laser installation. Attempt after attempt, Kate fell to the sheer bullbaggery of this insanely over-provisioned security system. Genuinely contemplating if this is even the right way. Try after try. Even getting destroyed when a laser apparently caught the tip of Kate's rage boner. What? Going truly insane. Nothing could be done. On the brink of having a complete breakdown when...
What? There wasn't even a thing! There wasn't even an icon on the thing! I can't believe it!
At last, entering the most secure area of the facility, Kate grabs the intel and heads outside.
Let's get out of here. What's wrong? Volkov.
Once again, I find myself aiming a pistol at someone you care about. Drop your gun.
How do I know you won't shoot him?
You don't. But you can be sure that I will shoot him.
Don't listen to him, Archer.
I realize you are American, and therefore feel entitled to speak your mind whenever you please. But you are also at gunpoint, and very likely to be shot if you don't shut up!
Don't do it! Get out of here now!
Tom!
Go! Go!
Reeling from the death of Goodman, Kate lets off some steam at the shooting range before being called into the meeting to go over the intel she uncovered. During so, finding out the Unity still suspect Kate's mentor Bruno of being the traitor, considering how Harm seems to constantly be 2 steps ahead, leading to their next step, that after taking a look at the intel Kate recovered, they plan to head into another facility, this time in Washington, using a train to close in on the location. Once again, Kate works her way closer to her objective, trying to be as stealthy as possible.
Oh dear!
Hello? Despite this time, the NPC inhabitants themselves making this rather difficult.
Even the sodium nitrate?
Oh, damn, I forgot about that.
Regardless, the doctor is located and escorted to safety with no issues at all. Once again, back at HQ, the doctor reveals more about what he has learned about this terrifying chemical compound, including, amazingly, that harm is producing the antidote in the most unexpected of locations.
Space!
Apparently needing a zero-gravity environment, leading them to having a full-blown space program, with their next target, of course, being the harm launch site of their rockets. Kate once again prepares herself, brushing up on her riding skills.
Okay, I totally thought that was like a finish line. Not crisp.
As well as going over a class of how to detect landmines, using her swanky glasses.
Excellent.
Now fully prepared, Kate is let loose and heads towards the jungle base.
This heat's killing me.
I don't mind the heat. It's the humidity that gets me.
Hell, I'm from Alabama. They serve you humidity for breakfast down there. You can eat it too.
You ain't kidding.
Oh yes, you ain't kidding. The heat's a real killer. Yes.
Putting all of her skills and gadgets to good use.
Where is that? Do I want to know where that zipline is attached to? I swear she had a pussy that just pulled me in.
Getting closer to overhear that the rockets Harm are using launch once only every 2 weeks, with amazingly the next launch being in just a few moments. So snagging herself a spacesuit, Kate slyly blends in with the crew, sneaking her way onto the ship as it blasts into space just in the nick of time.
Of course, there's a bar.
Somehow now aboard a spaceship orbiting the Earth, Kate takes a second to suspend her disbelief.
Okay, I can't say I expected that. I have become one. I have become one with the door.
Searching the area and luckily finding an experimental gun to help with blasting down the lingering Harm security, every corner of the station is searched for a way to get hold of the antidote and shut down the whole operation.
I'm all for like professionalism in the workplace about sexual encounters, but did you have to put it there?
Despite a few instances of getting a little bit lost.
Okay, I have no idea where I'm going. Oh, alrighty then.
Kate manages to get her hand on a large sample of the antidote just before the station is destroyed by a meteor shower, making it out once again just in the nick of time. With now the antidote to the horrifying bioweapon, but still without a list of the infected individuals, Kate reveals her suspicion of the Baron's wife to truly be the one behind this insidious plan, and pleads to the leaders of Unity to let her track the woman down.
I see. And how exactly do you intend to do that?
I'll improvise.
Brilliant. Why didn't I think of that?
Eventually convincing the others, it's next off to the Baroness's chateau in the Swiss Alps. Not before some quick training on a snowmobile to prepare, with of course once again getting a peek at the baffling group of bored ladies, still utterly confused about who they are or what this could mean. Reaching the Alps, the Baroness is swiftly tracked down, and Kate begins to tail her, while of course staying out of sight.
Who's there?
A task made quite a challenge, due to the tight streets and the high number of guards accompanying the woman.
I can't not alert the guards. What is this? Is this silenced? Nope!
With a couple of close shaves dealing with Harm's highly trained forces.
Cannot escape me!
You cannot escape me as I run away.
As well as a few trolls from the surrounding environment.
Dead person.
What?
Kate makes her way closer to the Baroness, stopping off at a small shack in the mountains that can't help remind me of my time with baby steps. But alas, after expertly navigating the mines of the mountain and closing in on the Baroness, disaster strikes.
Alright, look her up. Maybe we should throw her off a cliff. Did I ask for your opinion?
No, but I was just thinking.
Oh, you were you?
Yes, I think keeping her alive is a bad idea.
Is that so?
You know how in spy shows the hero always gets away?
And with that, Kate now finds herself captured by the Baroness's wife. Easily my favorite character of this entire adventure.
Baroness Dumas. You're not what I expected.
Is that so? Sorry if I'm a disappointment.
Not at all. Quite the opposite, in fact. Meeting your husband didn't lead me to expect much of the woman who'd choose to marry him.
Oh, yes, my husband. He's a child in the body of a man. A rather large man. All I have to do is play mommy every once in a while, and I get to spend his money any way I please. And he has plenty of money to spend.
The Baroness reveals herself to indeed be behind all the horrors so far, as well as revealing quite the alarming development that Kate, back in the club, was herself infected with this bioweapon.
Thanks to the incompetence of the insufferable Inga Wagner, you still have some time for reflection. My instructions were to give you a 10-hour fuse, but that bloated moron gave you 10 days, which leaves you roughly 45 minutes to live.
As the Baroness leaves Kate to her horrific fate, Armstrong appears once more, who Kate cunningly goads into a fight.
Maybe you should trade your kilt for a skirt.
That's it!
Leading to yet another ridiculous boss fight, ducking and dodging while slapping the man in the face. In defeat, he incredibly shows remorse for his actions, even revealing some intel on the Baroness's secret lair. Well, after of course some more beautiful dialogue.
Imagine some crazy woman with a chip on her shoulder blew up your mum. How would that make you feel?
My mum's already dead.
Answer my question, you big ox, or I'll pummel you so bad you'll be picking your own teeth out of your arse.
Okay, fine, I'd be sad. Is that what you want to hear? I might even cry like a ninny. Are you happy now?
Just think about all the people that'll lose their mums and their sons and their wives, all because some power-mad Baroness had a bad childhood. You want that on your conscience?
All right, enough, fine.
Now free and clued up on where she can get her hands on the list of infected individuals, time is now even more of the essence, with the clock ticking on her own survival, battling back dangers such as a stained glass window.
What? Killed by God. Again.
And as God as my witness with... as well as ridiculously small heights.
Oh, come on! I've fallen off things that high and I'm fine. I'm fine!
She stays hot on the heels of the Baroness, even despite her deteriorating health, now making stealth even more of a challenge.
Oh, fuck. Fine.
Frantically searching, and luckily finding some antidote, nothing now stops Kate from blasting her way through the facility, chasing down the Baroness, while searching her secret lair for the list of names, even navigating the most Dr. Evil of traps.
Yeah, they did the harm's way thing. Cool. Oh yes, I'm going to die.
Somehow making it to the list, and desperately trying to keep calm when glancing at the name on top of it, Kate continues closing in on the fur-clad fiend, finding herself deep within the harm's secret base, and finally getting to see what all those cutscenes were about, showing those ladies lounging around. Facing down the most epic of highly trained assassins, the most deadly of powerful evil killers, with Kate's last hope that she could possibly be enough to survive.
Seriously?
With yet another key objective fulfilled, the most important of them remain.
Well, that's fine, apparently. That falling down there, no problem at all.
With no time to lose tailing the Baroness, jumping on a cable car only to come across Volkov once more, standing in the way.
I've never had the chance to compete with a woman in a professional capacity. The experience has been an amusing one.
Good. Then you can go to your grave happy.
Blasting the mustache off this ridiculous tit, Kate finally makes it out to safety from the dangers of the base, now with the antidote, as well as the list of those needing it. However, she quickly finds out the danger is far from over.
Don't congratulate yourself yet, Ms. Archer.
As when reporting in is once again accosted by the Baroness, who in a last desperate attempt looks to use the bioweapon coursing through her veins to blow Kate and the town sky high, while of course getting in one last disturbing bogey, leading to Kate needing to run through the streets, evacuating everyone she can see before the inevitable.
Poor pathetic creature.
Back at HQ, Kate reports in on quite the successful mission indeed, with even the snooty ballbag Smith having to recognize Kate's hard work.
Miss Archer, I realize I have been somewhat abrasive during this ordeal.
You've been a belligerent oaf.
I hope you can understand that I take our collective purpose very seriously. Although I was highly skeptical of a woman's ability to handle this mission, I am overjoyed to have been proved wrong. You have gone above and beyond the call of duty in this matter, for which we are all indebted to you.
Earning all of the team finally some rest. As heading out, Kate revisits Bruno's grave. For quite the surprise indeed.
How touching.
Tom?
You owe me more than you can imagine, Ms. Archer.
I thought you...
You have no idea what I put myself through, and I'm not gonna get a dime for it thanks to you.
You're the traitor.
Goodman. It was Captain Crisp the whole time who was the traitor. Something that cannot be allowed to slide, as Kate guns the man down in a firefight.
Are you gonna shoot me in cold blood?
If I have to.
That's mighty tough talk for a little girl.
With this only being the beginning of the shocking revelations, as during all the shooting, Smith shows up, and is revealed to also be a traitor when the Chief shows up. Then Bruno shows up, as Kate slows down time to kill Smith. Bruno explains that Smith had hired a vacuum salesman to pose as Goodman, and get back at the Force for forcing him to step down as an agent, with Bruno having to fake his own death, to trick Smith into continuing his scheme of teaming up with Harm and being allowed to go just far enough to justify putting him down.
But what about Morocco?
It was a trap meant to snare us both. Mr. Jones and I agreed that it would serve as a perfect opportunity for me to disappear for a while.
You might have warned me, you know.
But of course, why let him do all of this instead of just arresting him? Well, Bruno reveals that they apparently didn't know, until apparently finding Conky in Smith's flat.
Who's buried here anyway?
No one, it's an empty casket.
An empty casket?
Calm down.
Don't run away from me. Come back and take what's coming to you.
Kate, please, you're overreacting.
I'll show you overreacting, you bastard.
Closing things out, as we are treated to another great tribute to Bond movies with the game's credits. That after, we get a final cutscene, seeing Volkov standing with what seems to be that pissed up bloke, claiming,
I'm already aware of the situation, Dimitri. No matter, we'll just have to do better next time, won't we?
And that was No One Lives Forever. Frankly, a shockingly well-constructed stealth FPS that had so many little conversations and odd Easter eggs, it's incredibly hard to put down.
How I've longed to take you in my arms and whisper words of love into your ear. Now, where's that damn socket wrench? How'd this goat get in here?
Showing its age in some areas for sure, but captures the target aesthetic perfectly, both with its characters and incredible soundtrack. I can really see why this made so many waves during its release. And with that, of course, the question still remaining around the series itself, and why even all these years later it cannot be purchased anywhere, and the downright ridiculous situation around the rights to the game. So after looking into various articles, and even checking out Dan Amrich from Activision personally speaking on the situation, it is as follows. Following a merger of both the developers Monolith with Warner Bros., as well as Activision with the game's co-publishers Vivendi, who co-published the game with Fox Interactive, regarding who owns the right to No One Lives Forever, the official verdict is knows. No, I really mean that. None of the involved parties actually know who owns the rights to the series. Of course, not helped at all considering the legal rights were agreed on well before digital records were widely adopted. Now, part of this could be due to initially the game not selling well, but it did eventually go on to sell over 350,000 units, and is clearly considered a cult classic today, even featuring a fully fleshed out multiplayer deathmatch mode. And considering how the whole gaming industry seemingly are frothing at the mouth these days to remake and remaster the greats of yesteryear, I have to say this is truly baffling. With even the game's designer Craig Hubbard having no idea who actually owns the rights. But enough from me, what do you think? Did you play this gem back in the day, or have any other suggestions on what you would like to see coming up on the channel? As always, I'm keen to get your thoughts down in the comments. Huge thank you to my patrons as always. If you're interested in getting ad-free, uncensored versions of the channel videos, along with a whole host of exclusive videos and goodies, while helping me to keep the lights on, head down to the Patreon link below. Please drop the video a like if it was to your liking. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.